It's always important to talk about mental health and Florida. Today we've got an interesting conversation with a local psychologist, but first I want to start by describing the difference between a psychiatrist and a psychologist. Come closer with me. A psychiatrist is a medical doctor, a psychologist is not. A psychiatrist can prescribe medication, a psychologist cannot. But there is a local psychologist here in Jacksonville who is trying to change that.
You know, if somebody was depressed, anxious, or had ADHD, I'd be able to see them, spend an hour with them, and they'd be out the door basically with medication and not have to wait 6 months to see a psychiatrist.
From bill to pill, that is a simple way to describe the efforts in the legislature, but it does not do justice as to what the requirements would be if a psychologist were to eventually prescribe medication. It includes hours and hours of studying, years of postdoctorate studying. You would need clinical experience, passing national exams, and also going through fellowship programs. That is what Dr. Justin Dorenzo is trying to do. He's actually doing the schooling now. That way, if a bill passes, he would be given that opportunity to prescribe medication.
I mean, psychologists are, you know, you're spending lots of time with the patient, you know how to make the diagnosis, you know how to manage the mental health care, and then you have to refer back out to the psychiatrist, and it takes 6 months to get medicine unless a family practice doctor will do it.
So we pulled some statistics from Becker's Behavioral Health. They got information from the Kaiser Family Foundation as well as the U.S. Census Bureau, and they came up with a figure that for basically every 9,000 Florida residents, there is a psychiatrist available. Now again, this bill would list out exhaustive requirements for a psychologist to be able to finally prescribe medication, but that's what we're talking about here.
But the way that the programs are now, like the doctorate programs in psychology, like in the future, they're going to be integrating this information now. You know, there won't be an additional master's. It's
currently House Bill 23 is going to multiple that opportunity to prescribe medication.
They're very receptive and open. It's just there's quite a hurdle with the Florida Medical Association.
Now this is not a new effort. In March of 2024, there were two similar bills, one in the House and one in the Senate, both that died. According to the Florida Medical Association, in regards to those previous failed bills, it posted on its website and it said, while psychologists are experts in important behavioral interventions and are highly valued members of the mental health care community, allowing for prescriptive authority will not solve the mental health crisis here in Florida. This legislation did not receive a hearing in either chamber. John Pkg, Channel 4, the local station.